One more video in the series on squatting, single leg squatting particularly. I want you to start thinking about moving from a knee dominant style of squatting to a hip dominant style, preventing knee issues and stuff, because I hear this a lot. People like, single leg squats, balance exercise, and my knee tracking is all over the place, and knee pain and stuff. It's because it's knee dominant. Here's what's going on. We got our knee joint, we got our hip joint right in here, okay? Now, the structure of the body places a lot of the muscles responsible for the knee kind of away from the knee. You got your quads up here, you got your calves, you got your hamstrings and stuff, but if you look at your leg, it all tapers down to the knee, which means that there's a lot of muscle above the knee, there's a lot of muscle below the knee, but it's mostly ligaments and tendons that are actually surrounding and over the knee itself. So the knee isn't really insulated by that much muscle. It doesn't have much surrounding it. Your hip, on the other hand, is exactly the opposite. I mean, there are layers and layers and layers of muscle that surround and pack in that hip joint, making it potentially incredibly stable, incredibly strong, very powerful. And this is why I was saying you want to get really good at your hamstring activation, because most of your balance is coming from your hamstrings when you're doing single leg squats to a large degree. Other things are involved too, of course. When we have knee dominant squats, we're asking muscles to control where the knee is going that are far removed from it. Not only that, but we have a huge amount of mass on top. Our center of gravity is way up here. We got a joint that's way far removed. So the leverage on the knee is huge. It's kind of a recipe for knee disaster, less power, less strength, and injury. But if you get focused on your hips, so all of your muscles, your hamstrings, your glutes, and even your quads to a certain degree, focusing on this as the central part of your squats, you get far more stability, much more balance, control. A lot of stress gets removed from the knee and it gets put on the hips where it can potentially be. So that's why when you're squatting, you want to be thinking glutes, hamstrings, get that stuff on. Why are we having trouble with this? It's because we sit so much and we use conveniences that we literally don't have much muscular activation back here. So as a result, the quads are taking on the lion's share of the work with lunges and squats, which means a lot more stress potentially on the knee, less knee tracking, and it's just this downward spiral. So use your bridges, use the tips that I was using in the previous videos to get more mind-muscle connection and make this the dominant part of your squats, and you'll be much stronger, healthier, and jacked for it. Be fit, live free. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate you hitting that like button down below. Please subscribe to my channel. New content coming out every day. And if you have questions or anything you want me to address, just drop it down in the comments section down below and I'll probably get to it in the next week or two. Thanks for watching.